Yesterday night, I was trying to sleep, and instead of sleeping, I was thinking, what is the best card in Pauper? And this is a good question, I think. Question everyone can answer in their own way. But then I thought, I think the best card in Pauper right now is Sleep of the Dead. I think it's incredibly powerful, and it's what pushed Terror to be Tier 1, maybe Tier 0 of the format. And then I thought, wait, we can play Sleep of the Dead in Caw-Gate. It's a good pitch to Modern Age, and of course Terror can flash it back like 20 times. But maybe a removal you can play 3, 4, 5 times. It's good enough. So the cut are sus. I cut one Outlaw Medic and one Trap and Charm, just to see what I will miss the most. If the second Charm or the second Medic. And I think overall it's an idea worth trying out. So, without further ado, it's the stock list. Otherwise, or tomorrow maybe we can play the challenge. We will see. If we have time, maybe we can play the challenge tomorrow. Or I can invite someone to stream it and I can commentate so you get better gameplay. But let's try. I hope I registered the correct Caw-Gate list. Yes. Did I? Yes. Okay. I keep this hand. It's very sus, but do we need second blue? Maybe we draw counter spell, but I like all the gates more with the Sacred Cat. And I have untapped land. 5 cards, maybe they are 1-land spy. Opponent mulligan, probably it's 1-land spy. But we will see. Maybe else those unstable decks. 1-land spy, sure. And they are showing me they can spy soon. O double land grant. Sossaruli, farsa land grant tent. Forest. Spy. Okay. This should be their hand. As soon as next turn they could go for it. Scry 3 is good. They took another forest. They cast Farsight and they cycle Dent. Okay. I will start pumping as soon as we can keep also counterspell open. So probably next turn actually. Can start gaining life. Hello Skura. Welcome. I'm trying Sleep of the Dead in Caw-Gate. I don't think it will be relevant in this matchup, but I think it's like the best card in Pauper. Should I counter Winding Way? So this is... did I cut one more land? They should have. Okay, I was sure they had Wall of Roots, but actually it's just my mind. I think I can spend the counterspell here. Okay. Strength is a very good card, game 1. I could also just cast it to go to the graveyard, but to play around Mesmeric Fiend. But Don't need this upkeep stop. Okay. They can try to go for the aggro plan, usually what Spy do against Caw-Gate if they want to respect strands. So if I pump, I have strengths up, but I cannot make a treasure. Do I want to put this pressure, or can I wait one turn? If I make a treasure and tap land, I can untap, play Basis Gate. I still, yes, I have the tap land, and I can have Lorien plus Basilisk. So I think I will wait one more turn, just gain one life, and then start pumping the cat. Luckily, we have very impactful cards in this matchup. Sure. I think we're fine. I could play it, but I don't need it right now. I prefer attacking. I'm making a treasure. Next turn I can play Hawk, keep up strengths. I can attack, see if they block. And if they do not, play Hawk with strengths up. Sure. Welcome, Mr. Cia91. Grazie. Sono onorato. Ok. They do not have... They do not have a Flaring Pain in their graveyard as of now, so we should be fine. Ok. Both players have to play faster. Buonasera, Trucet. If you tie, should both play faster. Is both player fault. And concede earlier. Also relevant. Sleep is fine. Maybe I don't need the medics, actually. And Palace Sentinel seems okay. Maybe 2 is a bit much, but seems a good play. But maybe a bit slow. I don't know. Probably one sleep is enough if we want to try it. Let's just play one Palace Sentinel. I don't know. I don't want 3 1-drop. Crazy tech. Yes. Crazy tech. Yeah, you know, playing fast is part of playing strong. Of being strong. Or being good. I think. Do I want to keep strengths? Or Lorien? I think I will keep strengths. It's not as good because, of course, they have... post-board, they have a Flaring Pain. I cut one medic and one charm to see what I miss the most. Yo, Junkyard Genius, welcome. Sure. Okay. No mesmerics. At least they have to discard 2. Seems fine for us. Welcome, welcome everyone. I think sleep is like if probably the strongest card in Pauper. So that's why I wanted to try it in Caw-Gate. It's close to be the strongest card in Pauper right now. This is a Walker take. But I think it's incredibly good. I know they have Sagu, so no point in countering Gatekeeper. We'll make a treasure. I would not... I do not really want to cycle Lorien, but I will if I have to. So I could counter this. Maybe I do not want them to get a lot of mana. Okay, I will for sure counter this. I need to cycle, sadly. Okay. Everything is under control. I would like Modern Age to discard these trends. But we do what we can. If they cast Ant, we can just jump it forever with Cat, and Sagu is not a real race. We eventually beat Sagu beat down. I don't think we lose to it. Here I can discard strengths by hand size. I do not really want to, but I think I have to. Because I want to keep up my other interaction. Sure. This is good. So now we lose to Mesmeric into Spy. We'll see. Okay, they put 100 return in the graveyard. And they have Mesmeric. Jack-o'-lantern, sure. Okay, they can exile strengths. But they have already... So if I gain a little bit of life, I should be safe. But sadly I cannot move. I have to draw my Squadron Oak, which is pretty terrible. I need to make another treasure. Sure. If they mill the other Dread Return, they lose. Maybe they have it in hand, since they're playing so aggressively. Okay. Sadly, this brainstorm wasn't so good. Maybe I shouldn't have cast it, but I think I had to be fair. Does it make sense to play Squadron Oak here? Not really. Not really. Let's play a cat. I could journey this to make them have less mana. I could also journey this to cut them out of black, which could be relevant. They have Ant, Gatekeeper, this they cast. Dread Return they mill, Winding Way. These the cards I know. This should be their hand if I didn't miss anything. I think I like... kinda like cutting their mana short. Also cutting the black so they cannot. But I think... can they... They cannot at this moment... Mesmeric plus... they cannot at this moment Mesmeric plus Spy. If I cut their mana, down their mana. They could Red Return Mesmeric and beat me though. This plays a bit sus, but... don't think I will block, so I will attack. I need another Brainstorm. Yeah, Lantern filters mana and also exiles my strengths. So it's a very good card in this spot to naturally draw. If they Dread Return Flashback... does it change when I charm? Can charm now, can charm later, they can check on Lantern anyway. I will charm. They have exact mana. Okay, no. Now I need to draw another charm. They have Spy, Tinderwall, and Battlement. So we probably lose next turn unless we draw something decent. This could be anything. Even something decent. I think I have to discard Guardian. Attack for 1. Let's hope they respect our hand or we lose. I think it's always correct to combo off. They concede. Maybe they didn't bring... I don't know why. Honestly, they concede here. What would have we drawn? Nothing relevant. Why do they concede here? Oh, maybe they... Dread Return. Maybe they sided out one Loleth. Maybe. I don't know. Yes, I think Marth, it was correct to go for it, even if he didn't have perfect knowledge of my hand. I don't... Probably he mulliganed... he cut one Loleth post sideboard, I can only guess. Why would you concede otherwise? Or maybe he had something to do in life. In real life. I can see if you side out... if you side out one Loleth, you consider a very little chance. Clean Mulligan. I should have played this, but doesn't matter really game 1. I think you keep even... Yes, I agree with you, I would keep both Loleth in, but I'm not really a Spy player. Maybe cut one the red return, I don't know. Okay, this is good. Thanks to the mulligan we can develop quicker. So here I have 2 more good draws, because Sleep would enable me to cast the Modern Age next turn. So instead of the usual 8, I have 10. Good draws. Jund with the Candy Trail, I guess. Artifacts. Going midrange against Gate seems like a terrible idea. Don't think it makes sense to side out Giants in that move. I agree. I'm just trying to find a reasoning on... Okay, next turn we have a good turn. Should I develop and discard this land? I think why not? Let's attack. I think why not? Because I can discard this land and I hope I can find one with Brainstorm and going too deeper. Plus discarding Cat and the others. Okay, I already found one more. Artifacts. I was trying to find a reasoning on why my opponent conceded on that spot. Since the only annoying thing I had done was casting... okay. Exiling that. Yeah, otherwise it makes no sense. So I want to Embalm Cat to not lose it, but I don't really... I waste a lot of mana. I will combat for sure, and I think I will just Brainstorm Oak. If they want to exile a Sacred Cat, I think it's fine. And we will try to White Winnie them out. So here, there could be a reasoning to cast Heapgate, because if they go Refurbished the next turn, maybe you want to keep Heapgate in your hand, and for sure you want to keep Basilisk. Not to discard Sacred Cat because they have Nihil Spellbomb, but I think I can discard the first Heapgate since I have a pretty good race in the air so far. They're probably gonna just play Chrysalis, and we can Journey plus Journey. I don't know if I want to pump, actually, to be honest with you. For sure I want to Journey. I don't really feel I want to Cat, so I will just make a Treasure and keep up Counterspell, because I lose to Munition, which I don't really lose to it, but it's very annoying. There is no need to. And then I don't want to show them that I have double pump next turn. Double pump is a lot of pressure. Okay, this is totally fine. We just discard this island. Has done us enough service. They tried to bait a counterspell, probably. But we were... This... I'm is not sure I should have countered this, because we can grow our creature big. But I thought... 3+6. I like to do this here. Thank you, Junkyard Genius. This is a lot of pressure. It's really not easy for them to get out of this situation. Maybe double Wildfire could beat me. Which is a reason I could have waited to Chrysalis here. To counter the Chrysalis and just attack for less. But I wanted to really pressure them. Maybe it's not relevant though. Sure. Kraken Hill. No. Wildfire. Munition, very annoying. Although. Do I have lethal? No, they have one. If I pump this one, it's 8. How do we trick them? I can pump one Hawk. Let's pump one Hawk and see what they do. Because with this mana they could sacrifice this, shoot this, and eat my... Okay. So I don't think it makes sense to journey this. Could make sense to play my cats though. Then it's very bad if they Chrysalis if I use this. I think I will just attack. They can take my cats. They go pretty low, to be fair. They need to draw like a Chrysalis or cast down. Cast down plus shoot. It's okay for them. I think here you pump both. And they need to shoot plus a cast down. Sure. Let's see if they do have a cast down. Or a Gulf Blast. They do. Sure. Thank you for the follow, LDG. I think next turn, if they do not crack... okay, they do crack it. Which is okay. Otherwise, I would have put a Sacred Cat on the stack and makeshift munition. Charmed munition. Sure. Almost every deck in every draw in our deck is good, almost. So here we charm first. Here. Second, we journey. Actually, I didn't need to journey here. I should have a Modern Age Squadron Hawk. This was wrong. I could journey next turn. But they could sacrifice both Spawn and Deadly Dispute. So... should I keep these Basics? Maybe I want one more mana. So Journey here is good too, I think. Because if you sacrifice... I don't know if you know, but if the opponent sacrifices the board while Journey is on the stack, you're forced to kill your own creature. Because this doesn't say opponent creature. Sure. Suck, crack, and hope to draw cast down. If you don't have anything, you should do it now. Because if you draw Lambas or another Icor, you get one more draw. They already have cast down, sure. Decklist is the usual, -1 charm, -1 medic for 2 Sleep of the Dead. It's a Stockados list otherwise. Let's brainstorm. Okay. Do I need to keep this charm in hand? I think I can discard this brainstorm. No, but I don't want the second Modern Age, so I can Squadron Oak, shuffle Modern Age, and keep Charm if they draw exactly Fountain. Yes, I think we can shuffle this. Play Squadron Oak. Then play Modern Age. Perfect. We need to dodge one draw. If they Fountain crack this turn, they could play double Refurbished. How are you, Ki? How are you? Welcome. It's not enough to keep them alive. They already used the 1, 2 Refurbished. So the third is not obvious to draw. They kept one on top. Maybe another Refurbished to champ. Fountain is not good enough here. Or it's... No, it's not good enough. Dispute. Okay. Risky top, if that's what they kept. Okay, they found another cast down. Sure. They have one more turn. I could exile their graveyard, but I'd rather keep the charm for a big Hydra. Well, we will counter this. Jixian doesn't matter really here. One, two, three. If they have the fourth, we need some creatures, which we could find, to be fair. The spicy tech is 2 off Sleep of the Dead. Like here we could flashback twice. I will keep this in hand for if I draw another Vector Glider or they cast a Refurbished Familiar. Sure, use this mana. Doesn't really change anything, but... So they need double Wildfire to survive one more turn. Sure, they cycle. I don't know how they survive then. I think they should be just dead. Oh, if they play Snuff Out, of course, but... I think it's decent against Terror if they cast Cryptic Serpent. It's okay against Elves on turn 2 into Priest. Of course, it's worse if they have Quirion, but if they do not, can be decent against Elves. I think it's good against Jund, often. Maybe this is not its meta, to be fair, but I think it's interesting. And it is worth trying, just to see how it plays in the deck. Maybe it's just not this meta. I think it's good here, but I think we just need one. So we have a clean sideboarding. And this is the plan in the matchup. I think it's worth to give it a fair try, one league, maybe two, and then assess how good it really is. I think this is the best card in Pauper right now. And we are a Zorius deck with, which could play it, so why not trying it? Pauper hot takes, Walker hot takes, Sleep of the Dead best card in Pauper. Maybe Walker would even agree. Yeah, 2 is too much. I think it's correct to play 1, but I wanted to play 2 to draw it and see if it performs. I would register just 1, but I want to see if it performs. And I haven't drawn it so far, so... And one sleep. I sided out one sleep because Wildfire is no joke, and we cannot and I want to play the correct ratio. I'm scared of losing. Sure. With the stock list, 4 strength, 40 and 1 guardian. And I have and 1 medic, I think I cut. Sure. I think I cut 1 medic if I remember correctly. So here we have a good turn. We can Squadron Hawk next turn and... Sure. Yeah, today I cut 1 sleep, but usually I cut 1 medic. I could hide cards with Brainstorm, but I have 2 Brainstorms, so even if they discard one, I have the other. I think the best card they can discard here is Lorien. If they have Pyro, because I go Hawk, Brainstorm, and then Kane, and then I might miss land drop. I think I would discard the Lorien, but it's very close. If they have one Pyro, maybe they can discard the Brainstorm. Dispel, sure. If they have Dispute, Dispel is... yeah. I could look for the second, but I don't think it's worth to look for a one-off Dispel. Here Sleep would be pretty good to buy me time. So I can play one, go back, go to 5. Maybe I draw more lands. I think I want to cut to find all the... Okay, yes. I did draw more lands. I will upkeep cycle, I think. I don't like to jump, but maybe I should. This is pressuring me a bit too much. Yeah, I definitely have to jump now. This was a good start. We didn't draw Journey. Journey to relieve the pressure a bit, or even Sacred Cat to jump. Wildfire. Okay. I'll play one cat to jump once. Discarding this land doesn't feel great, but I think I have to. I will jump. I need to draw Journey. We can get out of this with Journey, but if we don't, we are going to game 3. This is what this is for. They can cast down and beat us. But they could anyway. They just need to move to begin combat and cast down. This taps us. Makeshift. 8 plus 5 is exactly... Let's see if they shoot. They do shoot. Let's see, what would I have withdrawn? Nothing relevant. Sure. Maybe I do want the second sleep. Sleep here would have been incredible. No, but I think this is fine. Like previous turn, we could sleep, flashback sleep, play land. Yes, Walker, you heard it. This hand is super sus. But I don't think I can go to 5. I have to keep this. We are trying this Walker. Best card in Pauper, I said. Do you agree? This hand is cursed. Okay. I don't think there is any reason actually to keep up Dispel or Beb for next turn. Thank you, Media Games, for the follow. Thank you, thank you. So I can wait one turn to actually cast Cycle Lorien, maybe draw a land. Okay. I did draw a land, but I think it's not the land we wanted. I think it makes sense to try it in Caw-Gate. It should be a one-off. I just play 2 to draw it, because a one-off you never draw it. It's a 1 discard to Modern Age and can be really useful in the late game. I think it's a valid asset. Double black. If we draw untapped land from the top into Guardian, into Monarch, maybe we are in this game. Or a Brainstorm. Otherwise, I think it's pretty hard. Even our Dispel on the draw spell would put us back. Because they draw 1. Yeah. They even tax our mana. I think I even have to play Cat. I will not counter the Dispel. They already have 7 cards in hand. They can go to 10. I don't think they can cast so many cards next turn. Sure. They do not have affinity for Refurbished. They do not have green for Chrysalis. Missing this land drop is terrible though. Oh, Candy Trail. Sure. But they got 8 cards in hand anyway. Ah no, because this draws when it's cracked. We lost, chat. We lost to the Candy Trail technology is better than our sleep technology. Sadly. We missed 2 land drops. I didn't deserve it though. No swords to plowshares game 1. I think I have to discard Hydroblast. I have to discard 1 Oak, as bad as it sounds. They are incredibly valuable in this matchup, but I don't think I have better targets. If they play 2 more, I just lose. Okay, at least they cannot block, or they trade with our creatures. But I need to draw incredibly well to get out of this game. Okay, this is why we kept this. Not even sure we should cash it. I need to draw Brainstorm here. Not a Brainstorm, but at least is a land. Even if it's not a gate, and their Wildfire will be Sinkhole. Okay. I suddenly think I have to cycle this. Kind of a cursed draw. I think we have been overall unlucky this game 3. We had very... Maybe should have gone to 5 and kept Hawk Brainstorm. I don't know. Yeah, I think Preordain is good in gates. It's just that you don't have much space. So I like to have a certain amount of answers. And if you play Preordain, you have to cut down on those. This is an incredibly bad thing to do, but it's just +1. But I do not have anything else. So actually, I don't know if we will have many better targets. I think I will try to counter their next draw spell though, since they have virtually 6 cards in hand. Yeah, so Preordain I think is a good card. It's just that you have a finite amount of slot, and they need to have like if else plays 8 threats, which are Hydra and sure. Which are Hydra and Timberwatch. I want to have close to 8 answers. And Journey is just something that gives you more time, but is not an answer. I think I have to discard Squadron Hawk. I don't see many ways to beat this draw. I'll cast my cat. I can attack with the Squadron Hawk. Try to trade with the cat. And maybe draw the Monarchy. Maybe that's an out. Spending 2 journey onto those doesn't feel great, but if we have to, we will do it. This is incredibly bad for us, since we had to discard 1 blue elemental blast. Maybe I should have discarded the second Squadron Hawk, but I wanted something to shuffle Brainstorm. Should look at my face now. Sage. Let's first attack. Then Brainstorm. Let's look for an answer. We do find an answer. I want to draw... I think I want to draw Journey. To Charm. Three minutes of ads. Sorry. I set them to go on their own, so I don't really have control over them. Did you hear the answer? Okay. I will not shuffle. I will try to trade. And then journey. Hope they don't draw anything for a few turns. I said the preordain is good in gate, but you have a um, very limited amount of slots. And like elves play, or similar decks plays about 8 threats, and they usually want to play 7 to 8 answers to their threats. And sometimes, like against elves, journey is just something that buys time because they have a Masked Vandal. And so if you play preordain, you go down on the critical amount of okay, on the critical amount of answers you need for their threats. So that's why because sometimes the games go very long. So yes, you need to find the answer early, but you also need to have a good amount of them. Because if one of their threats sticks, you often lose. If they sticks, you're dead. Ground. Cool avatar. 22 vintage. Okay. Can keep on Mulligan to 6. This is a great hand. So here we go tap land. It's a bit weak. We don't have Journey or Counterspell if they are an aggressive deck, which is sus. The vintage avatar makes me suspect they are playing Terror, because usually people who play other formats like Terror. But we will see. Yes, Maranza music. Okay. I think we will discard the strengths. I want these lands. So, okay. Mono red dredge. So strength is incredibly good. Maybe I want to hold it. They keep it on top. Maybe they are actually madness with Pilon to cast sneaky, but seems weird. Let's see what they cast. I think they don't have a turn to play. I think I can cast Modern Age and think one turn. I will discard maybe Island if I don't draw Counterspell. I could also discard Second Deep Gate. Second Deep Gate seems low. Probably Stinkweed. Rutualla. Ok. So this is to pump Rutualla. Ok. Ok, they are... In italiano I would say palleggiando. They are beating us like crazy. So they played this before combat. They could also just attack and hit me for 4, which is very annoying. I think I discard Strengths, play Island, and play Hawk. Get 2. And I might even have to discard to flashback Strengths this turn. If they attack, I probably block here. If they pump, I flashback for red because I don't want to take... Okay, we have Journey for this, so it's fine. Sure. Okay, so I take 1 here, but I can... No. I'd rather take 1, block, and hit one of their creature. Actually, could block this and not flashback to still have it. I think this is decent. Taking this is good as well, so I'm... But I cannot play Squadron Hawk next turn if I want to Journey. I think we do like this. Let's just hope we don't take 8. I think I Journey. We just lose to Bolt. They could easily have it, or Temper Plus stuff, or Fire Blast. Sure. I don't need to fetch for white because I can filter next turn. So I will Modern Age. Discard, draw. And discard the Strengths, even if it's good. Red-Green Madness, yes. Even if it's good, because I don't want to... Because it's a bit clunky. So if I block this, take 3. They have to tap, though. And I hit their block. Sure. Okay. What are they thinking? If they had the lethal, they should have cast it. I will step out. Okay. I played double Squadron Hawk to play around the Lava Dart. It's not really good, but I want to respect Lava Dart and have double Strands. They could decide to bolt the Glider. Okay. Have to play 2 to hold up double Strands. No, I don't use the ability and pass. If they attack, I block with everything. And they probably flashback Strands for green. Okay. For green, so that they cannot kill me post-combat because I hold Strands for red. Okay. I don't think I want Essence Cutter. Maybe Dispel. I don't know their sideboard, I don't know their deck, so it's a bit hard to sideboard. Charm. Probably it's so. Maybe it's good. I don't know. Modern Age is low. And the sleep probably is low. Let me go to the toilet 1 second. Okay, here we are. I hope you can hear me good. I can take the music a bit down now. I know this music is not everyone's taste. It's when it's to feel a bit of charge, a bit of it's not hunger, hungriness, rabbia in Italian. Okay. I think Danny Ground, I saw his nickname quite a lot of times. This end seems decent. We have early champ, we have lifelink, we just need a basisk. You know, I like this music because when I was a teenager, I used to listen to this music, and sometimes I listen to it and I feel like a teenager again. I know it's like, let's say, stupid. It's a bit offending often as well, but makes me feel like a teenager. You like red green madness? Not easy to play against it. I don't think I want to spend a journey on the sneaky. I can consider it, but I'd rather trade. I'm 26. '27 next year, man. Time is speeding up. Okay. Maybe I do want to journey actually, because this is gonna come back a few times. I think so. I have one for the second. Opponent milled one, so... Okay. No sneaky, which is good. Take one, probably. Take two, sure. I will try to trade with Squadron Hawk. We already saved 2 damage. Okay, this is a good draw. But I needed a tap land to really develop my mana properly, but I think I have to do this. This has good blocks, and next turn I can Hawk Cat, or I can Journey Cat, or Strengths. And with this music, Walker, I'm like this. I can show you. I don't know if my opponent can beat Outlaw Medic, though. Crati nella mia bocca. Okay. Opponent thought really hard about this turn. Probably they draw a sneaky, they want to put it in the graveyard maybe with another one. Okay, they can beat it. How many Modern Age did they cut to? Sure. Okay, so they have double Gatekeeper into Scrapwork Mat, which is annoying. All plays around Counterspell. What if they do that? They threaten lethal, actually. So I think the play is Modern Age, discard Strengths, and play Squadron Hawk. If they Molten Gatekeeper, I say yes. If they Gatekeeper again, on the stack I flashback Strengths. And next turn I have other blockers with Strengths up. Actually, turn 4, they could kill me. They could have killed me next turn. Just this and that. The spicy tech is Sleep of the Dead. I think it's correct to try one, but I'm playing 2 to draw it. And I cut 1 Charm, 1 Medic, because one of them is the cut. I don't know which one is more correct. Probably Charm. I think it's an idea, maybe not for this meta, but for slower metas. We lose kind of hard to Flaring Pain, to be fair. I think I'd rather play Medic and Charm. These are fine because they are more removal. I don't really need more removal, more sideboard slot. Like, sideboard is fine. Actually, I registered 14 probably. 4, 12. Yeah, I think 4, 8, 12. I registered 14 cards. So, as you see, I don't really need more slots in the sideboard. I just really need to answer many threat main board, which Charm does, but it's a bit weak to removal and you need to overcommit the board. Sleep could be like 2, 3, 4 Charm in the late game. That's why it seemed interesting. I think Edo's list, the one I would play in an average event, would be Edo's list, and I think it's pretty fine into almost everything. Okay. I think as a plan into anything and plays almost all the games. I think the list is solid. I think one sleep could be a crazy card in some spot, so it was worth trying, but probably it's not even needed, to be fair. I don't think I want to journey. Maybe I want to Squadron Oak to have more blocks for the gatekeepers if opponent plays one. I can keep Counterspell. I don't know what I want to counter, but keeping Counterspell up seems fine. If Pauper had more impactful sideboard cards, I would play for preordering to find them. But since our sideboard cards, like maybe to find Palace Sentinel, you want preordering, but then you have less stuff to control the board in your deck, so it's a bit weird. If we had like, I think this is fine. If we had like crazy sideboard cards, I would play for preordering for sure. Like Talia or Oof, the vintage Oof, the one that stops all the artifact. I probably counter grab the prize if I have to. Cannot see many other spell I want to counter. Maybe Molten Gate. Oh, they have 3. Crazy. They have to force out our strengths, but I will not cast it. I can Embalm Cut, counterspell. I don't need to cast strengths here. Can Embalm Cut keep up strengths? I have one more blocker. If we untap, we have counterspell for next turn, and if we untap, we have another strength. So I think we are fine. And now we need to draw Basis Gate to lock the game. Sure. Likely we have Medic. We're at 10. 10 is not little damage. I don't like to counter looting. It has flashback. It's a bad trade. It's super strong, but oh, I have memories of a song. Wait. I remember listening to this a few years ago. So good. Sure. They discarded 3 Gatekeeper. I think I can even journey this one because doesn't trade well, but they don't have green. No. Ho bisogno. We could draw a Brainstorm. Would be cool. I have a lot of gas though. Okay. Good. Is 4 life worth a turn? I think I'd rather make a treasure. Keep up counterspell, yes. Keep up counterspell strength. I think I can wait 1 turn. Fumo bianco. Zoomer music. You should listen to this, Walker. Okay, now they can pump, which is annoying. Should I take 3? Maybe. Let's see how they tap, though. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, they can looting and pump. They have only 1 card in hand. What if I trade? Like this? Ok. Uit the Rutvalla. Which is annoying because it's green. You always have to try to put all opponent menaces on 1 color to maximize strength's power. Okay. So now, since we play Strength from hand, I think we can pump the medic. They probably should Champ and Lava Dart, the Epicure, I think. They do not. So if they Gatekeeper, on the second one I can destroy the first, and on the third I can... Okay. Let's counter this. So if they Gatekeeper, on the second one I cast the Strength. And it's like killing two of them. With one card. Yeah. Opponent is... I don't know if it's double queuing or really thinking hard about this. Probably double queuing. How do I... Okay. Sure. Okay. If they take this next turn, I can... I think it's fine. 11, I can double pump this if I draw a gate. They Lava Dart, or they do not. They do Lava Dart, and I think since I have the crazy Strength play, I don't need to counter the Lava Dart, even if 5 lives is a lot. I want to give them the idea they have a shot so that I can maximize my resources. Sure. Sure. Okay. I think we played well this game. What do you say? What do you say, chat? Sadly, sleep. We haven't drawn a single sleep. I could play 4 to just draw it to test it, but I think it's a bit too much. Then I lose because I don't have cards. Let's do our best. Modern Age. Oh no. Let's see how quick can we pressure them. So Altertron... Hello, Signor Vanni. Hello. Thank you, Isorat, for the follow. So... Altertron usually is not a good matchup. But we will see what we can do. We for sure will try to race. If we draw a top gate, actually we have a good clock. But probably they have weather, to be fair. Okay. We need a top gate next turn to give them lethal. Okay. Because with the top gate, we can play untap land by Cycle Lorien on turn 6. We need the tap or untap land next turn to be good. Weather. Okay. No weather, so maybe we have a shot. Trencher. Okay, okay. So do you think they can play? So if I cycle for untap land, I can attack for 9. So if I want to give them lethal. No, I think here I have to tax them. And should I block? They spend I tax 3 mana like this. I risk being dead. I think I probably block because I need 1 turn more anyway. The attack. And they save 2 life if they don't want to trade like this. Okay. 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 Aye aye. Aye aye. Aye aye. Opponent did top top. Okay, but yeah, burn Tron. We are probably dead. Maybe if we draw another journey. We for sure have to journey here. I'm at 3. Opponent needs to cast 2 spells. Well, let's see if they have it. Yeah. One. Two. We lost by turn 6. Not sure if I made mistakes actually. Can dispel and scatter. Think Guardian and Strengther. I could play Palace Sentinel actually. Sleep seems unironically decent. And also I can keep Modern Age, I have the discards, even casting Strength, so I will do like this. We were much better if we drew a lifelink creature. Incredibly for how opponent drew, anyway. Okay. We probably go to discard Sacred Cat. Opponent kept 7. Are they gonna nutty tron me? Bottom, bottom. I don't know what happened. And do I want to scatter? Let's scat. I will probably hip gate the next turn. Make a treasure attack for 1 and then counter slash scatter anything. Put on top. Draws. Probably is a Tron land, I guess. This is even better. I don't think I want to... Since I will be keeping those up in the future turns, I think I want to just play everything I can and start attacking. Okay. Sure. Sure. Okay. We can make a treasure if they don't cast anything relevant. Sure. This you can have. I don't think it makes sense to try to deny Tron anyway, because they will eventually get Tron. Okay. This is very good. Seven is a good amount of damage. No, I missed one. Oops. Sure. Let's pretend... well, it doesn't matter. At least it doesn't matter. Sure. I think I have to counter this. Because we don't have very good answers to it. I could keep this for draw spell and journey and then try to counter the next ones, but I don't know. Seems fine. I think they might have Bab in their deck, but let's just cast Lorien. Sure. Reb, I meant. Okay, 2 damages. Probably discard a medic here. I did this because I have Journey and those Scatter, but missing land drops, I don't think I can push them. Plus they have Moment Peace, so investing a ton of mana into Moment Peace doesn't feel great. Plus maybe we can eventually hit an Eviscerator. Okay, let's hope we don't die this turn. Okay. 2, 4. They can actually Eviscerator. Okay. Okay, they actually have the flashback. So I think I always journey the trespass. The inspector, yes. Then I think I attack and see if they trade. Maybe, yeah. I think it's fine. Then I go to end and they give me priority, so here I have to... I exile their grave. I get out peace and one eviscerator. So it doesn't seem that bad. I hope they don't have much gas after this. Sure. Oh yeah, they ping me once. Okay. Sphere, sure. Okay. Okay, they have another eviscerator, so this is 4 cards. I can pump cat if they attack back. If they attack. Sure. Okay. I think they have another moment's peace, but I have to go for it. I will keep the cat for Modern Age. I don't need one. No, I can cast it to block. Yeah. I have treasure plus double scatter if they play the Macchinina. A flashback eviscerator. We are probably dead, but I think it's worth to take a shot. Thank you for the follow, Paul16. Welcome. Does this matter? Not really. It's not killing me. Sure. They have a lot of mana anyway, so I think I have to counter the Backdoor Terror. Yes. At this point. I don't think we have a shot here. Okay. This went as expected. Jund, we were lucky. This we just couldn't beat. This version of Altertron, I don't know if we can beat it. We need to be extremely lucky, I think. No. One charm, one medic. But, you know, if they went for the combo, it's easier to play against them now with many charms. The non-combo ping Retron, it's harder to face. It's harder. Okay. I will wait one turn to cycle Lorien. I will wait one turn because I might draw a land and I might need to cast Lorien. But turn 2 sneaky. Good, but we can flip this. Okay. I think I might have to brainstorm here. Okay. No, no, non ti ho insultato. Anzi. E poi I think we will discard cat. Or what we draw. I think I can put back one Lorien for sure. And one counter spell. It's good, but it's slow. I need white. We draw white. I have to the... Thank you for the prime, data pusher. Very... Very close choice. Probably I made the wrong one. And thank you for the follow. No. I don't think we had really a shot in that game we played. I will play... Will I? I can keep counterspell open. But I want second white. For sure. Mamma mia, grazie per la sub. Ok. Molto difficile. Very difficult. I think Journey here is terrible because they can Lava Dart and I need to hit my Vector Glider. I think the safest play is Squadron Oak. So we have one more block if they bolt the Glider. Sure. We have this block. Next turn we can go Cat with Strength Up or Journey Cat if they play Gutter Snipe. I think we trade. If they draw 2, we can Journey the Sneaky before. Let's see if they discard another. It's problematic. It's a problem. We can double Journey, but then we don't have answers for Gutter Snipe. I think I will Journey once. Okay. We'll Journey once. Hip Gate. Keep up Counterspell. Make a Treasure. Our opponent is playing really well. Not making any mistakes. Let's see if they cast a draw 2. Maybe they're flooding. That might be our hope. I think I have to counterspell this. Okay. Okay. So I will just play... Do I play the cat to bait... I can play double cat to bait the removal spells. And spend all my mana. Then... even if they have 3 Lava Dart, they will not have it for Gutter Snipe at least. And I can untap a Cosmetic with Strength Up, Pump, and win the game, I think. I think I trade. I know they can revive twice, but I don't think I have alternatives. This is what Squadron Oak usually does in the matchup. Trade and save time. Okay, this is very annoying. But if they cast a draw, I hope I'm not dead. I could be dead. I have strengths though. Okay. Fairy Temper. They have this Lava Dart. Should I save myself 5? Five is quite a lot, but then I don't have the protected pump. I think I'm taking. I think first I pump here. If they Lava Dart, I flash back with the trigger on the stack. I think the live crashed 1 second, but we should be back. No? Yes. Should be back. Okay. I don't know why sometimes it crashes. Connection is good. Okay. We're at 5. At 5 indeed. Let's see if we can... gain back some lives. We were tap out, so... our opponent could have killed us. Okay. We'll gain back 7. And keep strength up. So no funny business. Hopefully. We are at 8. 8 is not a lot of life. They have many outs, like Lava Dart, Fire Blast, Fire Blast. Lava Dart here, or Bolt, Fire Blast, Attack, Bolt, Fire Blast, Fire Blast. Actually, maybe I should strengthen the attack to play around those outs. Because with 3 cards in hand... okay. This would be a tough choice, because with 3 cards in hand, if I take those, I lose to Fire Blast plus a Bolt here. If I don't take 4, I'm at 12. And they can kill my creature, but I survive. Close. Then they need 2 removal. I don't know. Not obvious. Not obvious spot. No, Scatter. Well, Edo brings Sentinel. I like Scatter more. Neither is very good. But... Sleep actually is not terrible. Charm is kinda terrible. Sleep is not terrible into Sneaky Snacker. Since I have to throw a lot of spell. Which would you rather have, Charm or Sleep? Let's try Sleep, just for science. Maybe it's wrong, but someone has to try it. Okay, and it's decent, and not a lot of Blue Elemental Blast, so we could do better, but... okay. Okay. So casting this journey is super risky. Last time I got super punished because of Gutter Snipe on turn 3. But I think here I want to do it again. And let's see if I get punished again. Had the safe Squadron Hawk. Okay, I luckily don't get punished. Sacred Cat maybe to start gaining some life. And so I don't have to go to discard when I take 3 with Squadron Hawk next turn, because I want all these cards. Plus representing something is not bad. Okay, let's first attack. Gain 1 small life. Okay. Yeah, funny business is funny. Okay. They don't play End the Festivities usually, so I will max commit to this board. And start gaining some life back. Because I don't have interactions going on. They could chief. Okay, they did not chief. All face. Okay. All face is crazy. How likely is they have Bab in their hand? Probably pretty likely. Okay. Okay. I think I still full commit. If they want to trade one, I think it's fine. I want to gain some life. I have no cards in hand, no relevant cards in hand. I don't feel safe at all. And I don't think I want to play this into 1 mana Pyroblast. Sure. Okay. I think this doesn't trade well with Pyroblast, but have to do this. If they want to do damage, they can flashback Lava Dart, and then we can pump one cat. Sure. Okay, we knew they had one. I think I still pump and deny them 1 mana. It's not super relevant though. I think I flash back and do not attack. If they attack, I try to triple block and trade. I know seems bad, but I don't know, maybe I can just jump. We will see. Okay. With 1 card in hand, it's not worrying. If they're thinking, probably it's Lava Dart, which means they can do us 5. Let's try to connect. It's a bolt. I think it was worth to connect, but maybe it wasn't, I don't know. Close call. I think I will Squadron Oak to have a decent champ. So I'm dead to Lava Dart. 4 plus 3. I'm alive to 3-6. I'm alive to most of the stuff, other stuff, but I'm dead to Lava Dart, which they cast 1 only. Draw spell into something else, of course, I'm dead still. Niente, morto, said. GG's. Okay, opponent missed these relevant draws. Oh, I cannot... Wait. Oh, I didn't make it in time. Okay. So it was a decent league where we lost against Altertron, which is fine. Pingertron, even worse. And what we... Oh, and we lost to a very... I think a bit unlucky G2 and G3 against Giant Wildfire. We didn't draw sleep in any matchup where it mattered, so judgment is suspended judgment, I think. And I think this is pretty much it. I hope you had a good time. Maybe the money I can play the challenge, we will see. This I think is worth why 14? Because I forgot to add 1. So I played with 14 cards. Should have had 1 more Hydroblast, probably, as usual. Yeah, I forgot to add 1. And I never drew sleep. I wanted to try it, but no conclusions. I never drew it. I never drew it when it was relevant. Is some Pauper player online we can raid? Let's see. No one. Well, see you tomorrow. Maybe I can play the challenge, maybe not. We will see. Bye bye.